Hi everyone. Another saga in our lives. We have this Jenn-air convection oven, and my brother-in-law and his wife 20 years ago gutted this whole house, and when they redid the kitchen, this was their choice. And there's another regular oven over here to my left. And so it's a 20-year-old oven, and I love this thing. I mean, it has got so many cool features. Of course, it's got the convect, which you can bake and roast and even broil with, but it's got proofing for like when you make bread. It's got a probe for when you're making like a roast, and you can put it into the center of the meat, say what temperature you want. So like pork, you can do 160, or for roast beef, you could do 130, 135, and it comes out perfect. It's also got a drying feature, so Vic's made some jerky in here, all sorts of great features. So about a month ago, we started noticing that things weren't cooking correctly. We thought, okay, so reset the breaker downstairs, thinking maybe that would reset the oven. It didn't. We called out Mr. Appliance, which actually they were really good. I think they're a nationwide company, to come out, and we had to have two guys come out because they had pulled the oven out, and they really didn't find anything wrong. I thought that like the temperature dealie was wrong or whatever. And so their fix is to change out the control panel, which is the motherboard, if you would. But he still doesn't. He was very, honest about it, very transparent. He goes, I don't know if that's really going to fix it. And the other thing is, I can only see in our suppliers one of them, and I'm not sure I can get that. So, and it was $1,000 for this piece here. So we made the decision, because we really didn't feel like we had a choice, to replace this oven. And it was difficult. This is a Jenn-air, top of the line. We looked at those, and so 20 years ago, this oven was just under $1,600. We still have the receipt, which probably 20 years ago, that was a lot of money. Well, if we were to get something equivalent from this Jenn-air brand, it would be about $5,000. We didn't want to spend $5,000 on it, even though we use it. So in a couple days, we've got from Bill's Appliance, which is a local company here. They're gonna come out and install a new KitchenAid, which, you don't know these things until you're in the market, but actually KitchenAid and Jenn-air are owned by Whirlpool. So the order of like Jenn-air's their top of the line, then KitchenAid, then Whirlpool, then whatever else they have. So this KitchenAid has most of the features that this one has, but believe it or not all of them. And so you would think that by now it would, but it doesn't. The biggest disappointment is, and it sounds really ridiculous for me to say, but my biggest disappointment is there's no way we're going to be able to match it. It's not going to be this nice smooth look that we have going on here, but it is still going to be stainless steel. The one thing that I am looking forward to is, we've got the traditional racks in here, but the new one has got like a rolling rack. So I am kind of looking forward to that. And just to also make you kind of chuckle, when I had to use, here, I'll show you. This oven down here, I actually was using it, and I was complaining that I had to bend down so far to use it. So I am spoiled, I guess. I'm spoiled. So let's see how the new oven works. Well, here she is. Guys, when I showed you the old oven a couple of days ago or whatever, I was like, this is a pretty good fit. I mean, it's I don't think it looks bad at all. So the guys that installed it were great. It was a father-son duo, and they made sure it fit well and it's level. And I'm already like noticing that it tells you, you know, what it's doing and everything, talks to you practically. So no, really happy with it. It's one of those, I'm not gonna open it up because it's doing its thing, but it's got that cobalt blue inside. Not that I really care, to be honest with you, but there she is. I couldn't wait. I had to just check it out right away. And these are 2 pecan chocolate whiskey pies. I will leave the recipe in the description or below. You know the deal. Needs a few more minutes, but it is very even temperature. You can already tell. Excuse me. One of the things I already like is the window is much bigger than on the old stove. And instead of 1 oven light, there's 2. There's 1 on each side. I can see a lot better in there, which will make it so I don't open the door as much. So I think you know, so far we got a thumbs up. My next test for this oven will be Sunday. We're having our family Christmas party, and I am in charge of making a pork loin, and I'm going to use, this is got a probe, and this plugs into the oven, and you put it into the roast, and then you set the temperature that you want, the internal temperature of the probe. And we had this with the other oven. This was a deal breaker. If it didn't have this, I didn't want it, because every time I've roasted meat, especially roast beef, pork loins, chickens, everything like that, it comes out perfect. So anyway, so far thumbs up on the new oven.